8 ways the INFJ disconnects from reality. Blank stares, head in the clouds, spacey, whatever you want to call it, if it's along the lines of disconnection, the INFJ has probably been accused of it. With introverted intuition as their most dominant function, their internal reality is at the forefront of all their decisions. So, what does this disconnection, so to speak, look like? And does every INFJ disconnect in the same ways? Welcome, or welcome back, Psycho! In today's video, we're going to be answering those exact questions, diving into the different ways a true INFJ uses this disconnection. Before we start, have you liked and subscribed to our channel? Go ahead, and be sure to click the notification bell while you're there so that you never miss a video. Alright, let's jump right into it, starting with number 1. To escape unfulfillment in life. INFJs want to feel fulfilled in everything they do. Without a meaning and passion feeling behind an action, it's rare that an INFJ will voluntarily take it. However, then there comes the challenge of playing human in the reality this imaginative type is so quick to disconnect from. Like many other people walking this earth, sometimes the INFJ finds themselves in a predicament where they trade their fulfillment for means of survival. They may find themselves in unfulfilling job positions, friendships, relationships, or living circumstances, and not be ready to face the fact that they need to make a move. Although in reality, the INFJ's introverted intuition will make this apparent through inner nudges and hints, they may choose to turn a blind eye until they're ready. Yet, in the meantime, the only way for an INFJ to truly get through unfulfilling, passionless times in life is to, you guessed it, disconnect. In fact, sometimes an INFJ may feel this disconnect before they realize they're not entirely happy, serving as both a defense mechanism and an indicator to experiences that don't align with their purpose. Number 2, they actually go deeper into the subject matter. INFJs aren't always disconnecting from reality in order to dive deeper within their own minds, but rather to further analyze an outer subject. For example, if an INFJ overhears a couple quietly arguing at the next table over while out for dinner, there is a small chance INFJs will be able to maintain conversation without being distracted. In fact, they're not only distracted, but intrigued. So intrigued that an INFJ may turn completely inwards in order to fully immerse themselves in the raw emotions. In fact, this hyper-focus is usually surrounding some sort of observed human behavior that's caught their eye, and being the observant INFJ they are, they can't help but to absorb as much as they can. This can cause a serious disconnection from what's actually going on in their own bubble. In this scenario, an INFJ may even become blind to the waiter that's waiting to take their order, or they may forget to say thank you when the waiter comes to fill their water. It's a tough gamble, but for this curious type, it may just be worth it. Plus, they don't entirely have a choice. Number 3, to protect themselves from outer stimulation. Most INFJs are considered to be highly sensitive introverts and have the tendency to easily be affected by their environments. With the need for a considerable amount of alone time and a short social battery, outer stimuli can quickly make or break the mood of an already sensitive INFJ. And so, they have a few different methods of avoiding these overwhelming feelings, one of them being disconnecting from that outer environment. If you're an INFJ yourself, just think about walking through a busy shopping mall after accidentally skipping lunch, or something simple like even getting stuck in traffic on the way home from after a busy day at work. There's no way for an INFJ to shut their habit of analyzing their surroundings in depth other than intentionally disregarding it. Whether they're stuck in an uncomfortable situation, unavoidably surrounded by social vampires, or simply in need of a quick escape from a heated disagreement, INFJs can find a happier place within themselves until they're able to fully retract and recharge. While it may feel like survival mode at times, it's more so an INFJ's way of temporarily refusing to rely on their dominant functions to avoid burnout. Number 4, they don't even realize it. While these periods of INFJ disconnection may seem apparent from the outside to others, ironically, most INFJs don't even know when they're happening. They seamlessly tune out of the physical worlds and into their inner minds because it's so second nature to them. Although INFJs are usually good at keeping these so-called detachments to appropriate times when they're not noticeably ignoring uninteresting information or forgetting what they're doing in the moment, sometimes they're not so accurate. And this is when the INFJ ends up realizing they've blanked out after the fact. Whether it's zoning out during a school lecture, tuning out during an important scene in a movie, reading the same page over and over, or even getting stuck on something during a conversation, the subconscious mind takes over and blinds the INFJ to their immediate surroundings temporarily. Number 5. They can't help it. There's a big contrast between an INFJ disconnecting without noticing and the moments they realize they haven't consciously been present at all. While feeling disconnected from the world is nothing new to the INFJ personality type, it does come with its reflection periods where they wonder if this habit is more hindering than helpful. As a matter of fact, a common complaint among INFJs is that they want to be able to be more present in their lives. Some INFJs even claim feeling like they're watching a movie of someone else's life through their eyes instead of playing the character. This third-person perspective realization usually comes when they look back on past memories and don't feel like they're truly connected to them. Yet, when they try to stay more present in the moment, the conscious effort just sends them right back into their inner minds once again. One of the best ways to help this involuntary sense of disconnection for an INFJ is through mindfulness meditation. Number 6. Disconnect from participating in society. Okay, we don't mean to sound dramatic. Most INFJs are still a part of our society in one way or another, even if they do prefer to stay on the sidelines. Yet, interestingly enough, the knowledge an INFJ accumulates due to their curious nature can certainly lead them to living a life as far from society's expectations and structures. Aside from the stereotypical lack of social life that comes with being a highly intuitive and introverted type, the INFJ seems to disconnect from reality by taking themselves out of the mold that humans have placed reality in the first place. They disconnect from this so-called reality by creating their own version of reality that's based around helping one another, valuing human emotion over the American dollar, and living more in touch with themselves rather than so focused on the world around them. Number 7. To spend time in their favorite place. INFJs have a favorite place to be, a place where they feel the most comforted and comforting simultaneously. In fact, they take this place with them wherever they go because it's located right between their left and right ear. This analytical type simply loves to spend time in the mines, with their elaborate imaginations at play. And the only way to get there is with a round-trip ticket departing from reality directly to destination head in the clouds. Imagination is great and all, but it does require a little scheduling around in order to not get completely distracted from real life. If INFJs have a topic that they're burning to mentally investigate, or they just need a little sense of grounding, they'll turn to this calming state of disconnect. But most of the time, INFJs simply want to disconnect from this world in order to spend a little time in the internal reality they've created for themselves. Number 8. Projecting the future. Said to be near psychic, the powerfully intuitive INFJ has the ability to decipher future outcomes with startling accuracy. But to do this, INFJs need to disconnect from actively absorbing information through their surroundings and begin organizing the information they've already collected. For example, if a friend of an INFJ is a new romantic relationship that seems questionable, the INFJ will first spend a good amount of time observing, analyzing, and asking questions about the new partner's behavior, and then they'll reach a point of inner reflection. Depending on the situation, INFJs can spend weeks on end retracting back into this space of connecting the dots and piecing together their witnessed memories. Sure, everyone around them may lose them for a bit, but when they come back, you can almost guarantee that they'll have a conclusion and a game plan. Alright, psychos, that's it for today's video. So, let us know in the comments below which type of disconnection you're most susceptible to as an INFJ. Also, don't forget to leave us a like, Share this video with your friends and also subscribe to our channel for more psycho videos.